Welcome to the Veterans Online Summit. My name is Larry Peacock, and I am the host of the summit. And it's going to be completely free this weekend. So definitely watch all the videos. The schedule is up. If you look on my Facebook profile for Larry Peacock, the complete schedule is up for the Veterans Online Summit. So definitely take notes while you're watching all the speakers. Each of the speakers present a different online business model, and that was the purpose of the summit, is just to kind of expose you to all the business models for starting an online business. If you want all-time access, like an all-access pass that you can watch the videos at any time you want after this weekend, you can upgrade to that pass at veteransonlinesummit.com. We'll also be providing workbooks that will correlate to each of the interviews that will help you dive more into that. As far as our Facebook group, look for Funnel Vets, FUNNELVETS, Funnel Vets on Facebook. All right, I hope you guys have a great time. Thank you so much for joining us at the Veterans Online Summit, and I'll see you on the high ground. Wake up, you. All right, my fellow veterans. How are you guys doing? I'm super excited. I've done a whole bunch of interviews for this Veterans Summit, and this is one of the interviews I've been looking so forward to. Hey, how you doing, Blake?
I'm good, Larry. How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm doing great, sir. So this is Blake Nubar, and he is a master funnel builder for ClickFunnels, rated one of the top funnel builders. And I got to connect with Blake in person at Funnel Hacking Live. He's just a great guy. He's a baller. He's a little hooper. And I found that out recently. So we're gonna be playing some ball. He only lives a few hours away from me, so I'm pretty stoked. And I gotta say, Blake, before we get going, that is not a green screen, folks. That is not a green screen there. That is real. Yeah. Right behind. What is that, sir? Where are you at?
I'm in downtown Orlando, man. That's where my office is.
That's the real deal, man. So he's making waves. All right, Blake, if you would go ahead and introduce yourself, sir.
So Larry, first off, thanks for having me, man. I'm pumped to be here. I'm excited. It's Sunday. I love working every day. So first off, I just want to say thanks for having me here with you today to do this. So what's up, everyone? My name is Blake Nubar. I'm basically, I guess you would just call me a digital marketer. I help people make a lot of money online selling their products and services, and I'm kind of I'm doing it for myself starting now as well. So I just help people bring their ideas to life and monetize doing that online.
That's awesome. And man, Blake is really good with his stuff. If you go to on ClickFunnels, they have the marketplace, and there's an opportunity there where you can, if you want, like a funnel template, and his is the best. You have all these templates there, and Blake's templates are just incredible. They're incredible looking. And so I want to jump right into it, Blake. If you could, so I got, our fellow veterans here, some of them are going to be new to online business and they don't even know what a sales funnel is and whatnot. But if you could, sir, what is your process? How did you become so good at funnel building?
Sure. So I guess I'll explain what a funnel is really quick to just kind of give some context. So we all know what a website is, right? Like you go to a website and you click a bunch of different tabs and you kind of browse around the site and you buy things, or you give your email address or whatever it might be. But the problem with the website now in 2019 and moving forward is that a website is really confusing. There's so many different things that you can do on a website that it typically leaves the user confused. There's no clear direction on what to do, so you're clicking all over the screen. So a funnel came into the picture, years ago. It just became really popularized by Russell Brunson. But funnels have been around for a long time. And basically what a funnel is you take that website concept and you kind of break it up into series of pages with one goal in mind for each page, ultimately leading to a specific outcome. So there's no confusion. There's no distractions. Yep. There's one goal in mind on each page, and you're just bringing this prospect through this journey, ultimately trying to create them from a subscriber to a customer. And that's what a funnel is. And that's why they work so well, because look, we live in a world where there's just thousands and thousands of distractions at all given times throughout the day. And we need things just to be direct and simple to us right when we want it. So that's why funnels work so well. So I got into the world of funnel building, or funnels, I would say, probably about 2 years ago, maybe 2.5 years ago now. And I got into it out of pure necessity.
Yeah.
I was working with a fitness and education company. Basically, the company was divided in two parts. You had fitness, which was like all personal training, education, CEUs, all types of things like that. And the other side was sports nutrition, which was supplements and things like that. And I ran the education division of the company. And we were building some awesome products. We were building some really cool things. And we were building one in particular, which was for personal trainers. And we spent so much time and so much effort on this product. And when we handed it over to the marketing department, they really didn't know what to do. They knew how to run Facebook ads and things, but they didn't know what a funnel was. I didn't know what a funnel was.
Interesting.
No one knew what a funnel was. And it was just frustrating because we couldn't sell this product, right? Like we spent so much time and effort onto this thing and we wanted to sell it and we couldn't do it. We couldn't sell it. It was just the most frustrating thing in the world. So I remember going home that night and I was on Facebook and I was scrolling and I was just like miserable. I was frustrated. I was pissed. And an ad comes up on my feed from Russell Brunson and it says, weird marketing experiments to help grow your business, increase traffic, increase revenue. It was like one specific ad. I'll never forget it.
That happened to me, bro. That's the same thing. I saw the same ad. That's how I got into it.
I was like, this guy knows I'm hurting right now. And I clicked this ad and I watched this like 90-minute presentation, right? I think it was like you'd consider like a VSL or maybe it's just like a webinar type thing. But he's in front of the camera, he's at home, he's doing his thing, and I was instantly just captivated. Like,
dude,
sucked me right in. And it's like 3 a.m, right? Larry? It's like 3 a.m. I watch it again. It's like 6 a.m. and I'm geeking out on this stuff. I go straight to the office the next day. And I still haven't slept. I'm on like 30 hours, no sleep. And I go in and I start drawing out this concept of a funnel. And let me remind you, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's crazy. So you're already doing it day one.
That's it. Well, the best way to why most people fail is not because they're not talented enough or they don't have the work ethic. It's because they just don't start doing. And
Roger, implementation.
Just start doing. Like it's better to if you're staring at a blank canvas, you're screwed. If you at least have stuff on the canvas, you can start manipulating it so it starts turning into this like beautiful Mona Lisa. It might start out as a paint splash, but eventually you're going to get this beautiful masterpiece. So I knew I had to start doing it, right? So I go into the office and I'm just like mapping out this like funnel, right? I'm I'm a total idiot just mapping this funnel out. No idea what I'm doing. And I map it out and all the employees come in. I'm like, hey, we're doing this. And the marketing department's like, what's that? I'm like, we're doing it. This is a funnel. I call up one of our celebrity partners out in Hollywood, California, who trains like all the celebrity trainers, like Hugh Jackman, like you name it. Like he gets them ready for movies. Like that was the personal training course we were working on. Is like he was the poster child for it. So I'm like, hey, what's up? So and so. I need you to create this webinar. And he's like, okay, just send over what you need. So I create this like webinar script, send him the webinar. 4 days later, he sends it back. I put the funnel together. Marketing department's like, almost like they wanted me to kind of fail, but they didn't. It was like one of those things where it's like, why are you doing our job? But I was so frustrated that I was like, I'm taking off my operations hat and I'm putting on the marketing hat.
Yeah.
And we put this together. We run ads for a week. We get people on the webinar. Webinar funnel's ready. Presentation's ready. We're going live. And right when the offer happens and the webinar ends, 0 people purchased. Not one person purchased the product. And it was at that moment I was so defeated. I was just like, I did everything they said. Like I did what they said. I did this funnel. We did this webinar and it didn't work. And it didn't work. I remember walking outside. I walked back inside and I refreshed on the computer and we had our first sale for like $797. And it was at that moment the entire trajectory of my life changed.
Yeah.
And the second you see that you can make internet money selling a skill set, I instantly changed my perspective on what I wanted to do with my life. And it was at that moment moving forward, I knew that I was going to try this out. So I come to the office the next day, put my 2 weeks notice in, and I go out and venture on my own to this world of funnels and funnel building and funnel consulting and all this stuff. And that is how I got started in this world.
How soon did you do that?
I left so I've been doing this for about 2.5 years, but it was the second we made our first sale, I basically left my job the next day.
Oh, dude.
It was the riskiest. It was the riskiest thing I've ever done in my life.
Yeah.
But the greater the risk, the greater the return. I knew like if I wanted to do something meaningful, I had to just take the jump. So I did. Dude. I took the jump. Yeah.
Bro.
Took the jump. Yeah. Next year sucked. The year after that sucked. It was just like, oh, because I had nothing. I was ground zero. Like no money, couldn't pay rent, bad relationship problem. It was a mess. Yeah. But I knew I had to figure it out. And the persistence led me to where I am today.
Bro, like, hold on real quick. So like, I have done, over 20 interviews here, right? And again, time and time again, they all say one thing. I went all in. Roger, there's comes a point where you're like, forget it. I'm done. I'm going all in, And then secondly, the other thing is when you first started it, you put it out there, 0 sales, right? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do when what are you gonna do when it hits the fan and you got 0 sales, right, Roger? So resiliency, right? Resiliency.
You have to be remarkably resilient to be an entrepreneur, because like entrepreneurs don't go around calling themselves entrepreneurs. I'm not like, hey, I'm an entrepreneur. Like if I have to like explain what I do, I'll be like, I'm kind of an entrepreneur. We just go do things, right? The difference between us and everyone else is that we just we'll throw 1,000 things on the wall. Yeah. And if one of them sticks, we'll laser focus and dive right into it like we see blood.
Yep.
And I mean, that's venture capital in its essence. You invest in 1,000 companies and 2 of them work and you're making millions and millions of dollars. Entrepreneurship's no different. You have to try a 1,000 things. Like that wasn't the first thing I tried. That was like number 28 failure. And then I found funnels and I figured out how to make funnels work. Like it was no easy road. And you have the differences in making something work, at least for me with funnels and anything else, any other business that you want to start in your life is 1, persistence. Like you have to go hard. And 2, you have to have ambition. Like no one's smarter than the other person. Like I'm no smarter than anyone else. The only difference as to why I have more success in a specific area, if I do, is because I'm more ambitious. So my ambition leads me to researching more. And if I research more, I learn more. If I learn more, I become more intelligent on that topic. It's just ambition. It's not my brain I have no genius brain. I'm just obsessed with something. And because of that ambition, you learn it better than anyone else.
Absolutely. And like, the One Funnel Away challenge that ClickFunnels puts on, one of the first things they talk about, and I get it, I get why they talk about this. They talk about belief and that you need belief. Well, there's going to be a lot of times when you doubt yourself. So, what I say more than belief is that resiliency, Roger. So like, you talk about ambition, that same thing, again, something might go bad. But if you have that ambition and that resiliency, because there's going to be times when you don't believe in yourself, and there's going to be times when you put together a whole freaking sales funnel and you put all this effort into it and you get 0 sales, right? What are you going to do then? If you quit, it's over, right? So you need to have that resiliency, man. That's awesome.
It's everything, man. The resilience is everything, because that's what keeps you pushing forward. Like there's a book by Seth Godin out called The Dip, and it basically talks about like how when you think the moment you're about to have your biggest failure, you're on your moment of your biggest success. And it's true. I've experienced that twice in my life.
Yep.
And you got to just push forward, because if you keep hopping from idea to idea because it gets a little too hard and too tough and you fail and you're just like, oh, I'll try something else, you're never gonna like nothing's ever gonna stick. Like you can stay on the same thing. Like I stayed on funnels for a while before it stick. It wasn't just like easy. Like it just did become easy. Like I failed my face off with funnels for a long time, but I knew like this is what I wanted to do. And when you figure that out, the resilience just comes.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. And again, my fellow veterans, right? We're talking to you, man. We're talking to you, and you guys what the heck resiliency is, right? You've been, to my battle buddies, you've been in the gas chamber, you've been in the suck, you've been doing, rucking miles and miles with 80 to 100 pounds on your back, right? You get it. You know what you need to do to finish it. You take all that in, all of that, right? And you put that into entrepreneurship, into the training that we're going to give you and provide you. You can't fail, right? Yeah. You can't give up on yourself. Like, man, Blake, I knew it was going to be good when I interviewed you, brother. I know which one's going to be the first, which one's going to be the first video that goes up for this Veteran Summit.
Yeah, it's awesome, true. It's true. Like being a veteran, you guys, like a lot of my friends are ex-military, Marines, SEALs. I would put them ahead of the game because they are so tough.
Cool.
They won't quit. They don't know how to quit. So if you take everything you've learned and what you've been taught and you channel it to an idea and you go all in on that idea, you have a better chance of success because your mindset is already in the right place compared to someone else that doesn't have that mindset training yet. Like mindset training is number one because when stuff gets tough and when you want to quit and when you don't want to wake up, like it's Sunday and I'm at the office right now. People right downstairs are drinking, having fun and partying right now. And I could go down and join them, but I'm not because the discipline by the mindset says grind out, stay working on your craft, and keep pushing forward.
That is awesome, man. I mean, okay, we're done. It came over. I mean, I don't know what else to talk about, just to be honest, dude, because, like, this is it. This is it, man. Mindset, bro. Like,
that's where it's
amazing. Real quick, go ahead and tell us a little bit about the funnel formula. I'm really interested in that.
Yeah, sure. So a little backstory. So I own a digital agency here in Orlando, Florida, and we've been blessed enough in the past year or so that we would have such an influx of people coming through our doors, like tremendous amount of applications with high profile clients. I've worked with some awesome people in my career, from Shark Tank to TV to just a bunch of awesome people.
Yeah.
And things just started. A lot of business just started to come in. And once again, completely blessed and fortunate to have that my way. But I knew there was two options. It was either grow this agency by hiring on more human capital to handle the different roles. Because a business is people at the end of the day. You have to learn to scale human capital. It's one of the most difficult things to learn how to scale. But if you can scale human capital, your business will grow in 10x of that, right? So I was like, grow this agency to support the amount of clientele and prospects coming through our front door, or find a way to productize the service we've been doing with everyone. So being the crazy SOB I am, I wanted to find a way to productize a service that everyone else does, but find a way to completely automate it. So Funnel Formula was basically born out of the fact that we had so many people come through our doors and I couldn't cater everyone. And I want everyone to succeed online because I know what it's like I know that pivotal moment when we sold that $797 course. It was at that moment that something clicked, and I want everyone else to experience that. Even if it's a $5 sale or a $20 sale or 99 cents, when you make your first money online, your entire world changes like this.
Yeah.
I want everyone to experience that. So I had those two options. I knew the best way for my value to provide into this marketplace would be to scale that in a way that can have the most bang for our buck. So we took every one of the types of clients we worked with: authors, coaches, digital course creators, local businesses, fitness gyms, personal trainers, real estate agents, freelancers. I mean, you name it, we probably have it. And we took each of those processes and we productized it into an actual program inside of Funnel Formula. So Funnel Formula basically is working with my agency, but doing it on your own time and at your own speed to take your business and turn it into a money-making, online, revenue-generating entity. And we do that with Funnel Formula. So we have 15 programs across 15 different verticals. We're constantly adding new programs every week now. And it's your opportunity to take something and turn it into something amazing. And it's my newest creation, and I'm incredibly proud of it. And that's it.
No, that's awesome, man. And again, Blake, you did this, I want to give people context here, right? Blake did this in less than 2 years, and, he's put in the effort. He did this in less than 2 years. And then also, just to put in context, there are how many, on Facebook, the group ClickFunnels, there's over 200,000 people in the group now, and paying customers, I believe there's over 50,000 paying customers.
80,000 now.
80,000 paying customers. And Blake is, you're a humble guy. You're not going to say it, so I will. you were rated #3 designer, ClickFunnels designer, right? #3. And, you know, that's where he's at. And that, but he's able to take himself to that level and in just 2 years time. So I'm saying this to you, my veterans, because there's opportunity there, you know, and again, the resiliency that we talked about, that you already got that, right? You already got that mindset, that tenacity, and you just got to go for it, and you have to implement. You have to take action, you got to implement, and you got to go all in, right?
Yeah, so I would say, and not to toot my own horn, but I would say I would do #1. It was, there's a competition out in Boise, and basically it's all the other designers voted on the best funnels. Mine came in second at the time, but I just became so maniacal on wanting to be the best designer that I just started spitting out funnel after funnel after funnel. So guys, I'm not even a designer. I wouldn't even consider myself a designer. I had to learn design to build amazing funnels, because a lot of people will argue that design doesn't sell. And for the most part, it doesn't. Like, your messaging and your offer have to be on point. But if you have good design, it helps communicate. It communicates information better, and it gives people the ability to process decisions a lot faster if there's good design. So when you have a great offer, great messaging, and stellar design, you're going to have the recipe for a home run.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. And so where can we find out more about you, sir?
So Funnel Formula is launched. I haven't really brought it to, we've been doing some kind of internal launches, but we're launched. www.funnelformula.com if you want to go see that presentation and see like what we can do to help you start or grow your business online. We've done it for hundreds and thousands of people, you know, not hundreds of thousands. We've done it for thousands of people. But yeah, and then I also have a hero site up if you just want to like learn a little bit more about me. That's at BlakeNubar.com.
That's awesome. Perfect. Man, again, Blake, I just been looking forward to connecting with you, man, and doing this, you know, for this interview. Connected with you in person at Funnel Hacking Live, man. You're a solid dude, you know, and I love that you hoop. So I'm excited to go hoop with you sometime. You know, I'm old now, but I'm not going to let you beat me. I guarantee you that. Sir. I guarantee you that, Roger. I mean, I still got game, but
hey, I saw that picture of those hops, man.
I told you, bro.
Rise.
I told you.
You can rise.
I keep my phone, you know, just because, like, man, I wonder if I could do this again. Nope. I haven't dunked in like 4 years, man. I'm getting old, man.
Oh, nonsense.
That's awesome. All right, my fellow veterans, we're going to wrap it up here on to the next interview. And Blake, again, thank you so much for stopping by, sir. And to my fellow veterans, I'll see you on the high ground.
See you guys. Thanks for having me, Larry.
Cool. Hello, my fellow veterans. Thank you so much for watching the interview. I hope you got a lot of value out of that interview. Definitely go back and take a pen and paper and take some notes, right? Go back and watch that interview again. At the top of the hour, we will have another interview. And now with all the speakers that we have at the Veterans Online Summit, a majority of them have provided what we call a free lead magnet, where you can learn more about them and some kind of education for you. But here's what I want you all to do. Here's what I want you all to do. Number one, go to Facebook group and add yourself to Funnel Vets, FUNNELVETS. I want you guys to become a part of Funnel Vets, okay? And all it is a group of military veterans that are interested in online entrepreneurship, mainly with ClickFunnels, okay? And the second thing I want you to do is if you're ready to go all in, which I hope you are, if you're ready to go all in, kind of the first initial steps that you can take, there's a couple of things that are very key, okay? There's 2 books in particular that I really want you to get right off the bat. And I'll get you the affiliate link for those books. But the first one is .com Secrets, and this is the digital online marketing guide. Okay, it's like the Bible for digital online marketing and learning how to sell online. Okay, and that's by Russell Brunson of ClickFunnels. Then you have his second book, Expert Secrets. This is an amazing book, Expert Secrets, that I want you guys to pick up. And this is teaches you how to get paid for your advice. Okay, And you're going to learn all about that, you know, using persuasion to sell your product or service. Again, this is called Expert Secrets. Again, that's by Russell Brunson. Now, when you're looking to scale your business, you're going to be looking for a book called The Dream 100. This is revolutionary. I can't even tell you how amazing this book is. I'll get you the link for that, okay? All three of these books, these are like kind of the main books here. All three of them are free plus shipping, right? You're just going to pay for some shipping. The other thing that I want you to consider getting, another book from ClickFunnels. Again, they provide a lot, right? But what they provide is something called the cookbook. This is free as well. You just pay the shipping costs. But in the cookbook, for when you're learning how you get the ClickFunnels software, I'm going to get you a link and get you 2 weeks free to use the software. And when you use that software, this has everything you need to know about building online software or building a sales funnel, okay, and the different types of funnels that you can create. Okay, this is step by step, and it's called the Funnel Hackers Cookbook. Okay, again, that's free plus shipping. All right, and then also my good buddy, if you're interested in learning how to write persuasively, again, if you're interested in learning how to write persuasively, Jim Edwards, who's a speaker on the summit, this book's not even available yet, but it's going to be available, and I know he'll want to get that to you. He's a huge supporter of veterans. He gave me this book, and that's Copywriting Secrets, okay? Again, it's a lot, but I'm trying to get you guys the stuff that's necessary that will propel you, okay, over the next person who doesn't have this amazing material, okay? These are like foundational books. These are foundational books, okay? Now, if you only could get 2 books, only 2, again, you would get these 2. If you just, you know, kind of low on money, you have to. I'm a freaking officer. That's command authority right there. I'm giving you an order that you have to get these 2 books, okay? Definitely get these 2 books to start, and then moving forward from there, look to get the other books. Now, lastly, there's something called the One Funnel Away Challenge, and it's a 30-day challenge where you are going to commit to yourself about an hour to 2 hours a day to learning ClickFunnels, okay? And you'll have 3 amazing coaches, Russell Brunson, Julie Stowen, and Stephen Larson, who's a military officer himself back in the day, okay? And they'll be coaching you through the One Funnel Away Challenge. With that, it's $100, right? It's $100 for this thing, and you'll get all the trainings every single day, videos and whatnot online. And you'll get this box that will come in the mail to you. And this box is full of a ton of goodies, okay? One thing that's included in is this 30 days book. You suddenly lose everything in 30 days. What would you do? And they took 30 of the top ClickFunnels experts who use the software for different types of things. And they said, you have 30 days and all you have is the ClickFunnels software. What are you going to do to get back on your feet? Okay, it's 30 different case studies of completely different things that you can do to get back on your feet with in the online marketing world. And with the One Funnel Away Challenge comes the workbook, okay? So again, just to recap, this is the One Funnel Away Challenge is something that I've done that almost every funnel hacker has done. It's $100 and it lasts 30 days. I'll get you the link for that, and that's something that you could check out. But again, these are the 2 books that you want to start off with, okay? .com Secrets and Expert Secrets. All right, immerse yourself in ClickFunnels. Just immerse yourself in ClickFunnels, and that's how you do it, starting off with those books. And I hope I know it's going to be really helpful for you. I know it's going to be really helpful for you. Again, if you want to go all in, this is how you do it, okay? You know how you do it? You take out your credit card, you take out your debit card, and you pay for it, right? Because all of us before you have done the very same thing, and you're going to be asking your potential clients to take out their wallet, and you got to be comfortable doing the same thing, okay? That's how it works in this game, and it takes a lot of hard work, but I'm excited to be there with you every freaking step of the way, okay? And lastly, I have some huge opportunities for you. I am an Inner Circle partner of Tier 5, the Tier 5 software, meaning I have the ability to sell software. And I also have the ability to create partnerships on a limited basis so that they have the ability to sell software under me. So if that interests you, I'm going to give you some free software just to check it out, to check out our product line, and to be able to, whatever you decide to do, if you decide to create online courses, if you decide to write a book, if you decide to do digital marketing, if you decide to be a life coach, if you can add software to your offer, you make that offer even more irresistible. Okay. Again, you make that offer more irresistible to where clients will want to take up that offer and give their money to you. Okay. And so I'm going to give you some opportunity to check out the Tier 5 software. And I hope that is really helpful to you guys. Okay. So again, you have to go all in. That's all I'm asking. You may not believe in yourself. Sometimes you'll doubt yourself, but the one thing you will never do is you'll never give up on yourself. Cool. All right. On to the next interview. I appreciate you guys.